Hey there, welcome to another update for the Modern Financial Advisor, brought to you by Trulytics, the one and only advisor transition management platform for the wealth management industry. My name is Mike Langford and I'm the host of the Modern Financial Advisor podcast. And this week on the show, I have got Brad and Brendan Bergdahl, a father and son team that run Premier Wealth Management Group up in North Dakota. So just below the Arctic Circle, or so it would seem to me from Austin, Texas. It's way milder here in the winter, and I suspect, in fact I know, much colder there. And we kind of joked about that as we were preparing for the show. But anyways, really interesting conversation because Brad and Brendan recently went through the succession planning process and put an official succession plan in place and had to think about their business's continuity and the transition from when eventually Brad steps down, but also what would happen if something tragic happened to one of them or some of the other advisors that they're bringing onto the business. So it was a really interesting conversation. But what was most fascinating to me, and I think you'll hear in this episode, is succession planning wasn't just a mechanism for, hey, let's just make sure the business is okay in the event that somebody passes away, or, hey, listen, I'm planning on stepping away at some point in time, so I want to have a plan in place for you to take it over. And there we go. No, this is actually a plan for growth. Succession planning actually enables Brennan, who's a younger advisor, the son of the man who founded the company, right, Brad, to have a positive future for himself and the business. He can see where the business is going for himself, that he's got a stake in this business for many years to come. It also allows him to have a framework in place for other advisors to come in and see growth for themselves in the business. And then, just as importantly, for the clients, the existing clients and the new clients, it gives them that peace of mind, the confidence that they can see that this business is going to last and to be there for them as they need it throughout the course of their life as well. So really interesting conversation. One of my favorite parts, as you know, is the surprises, like what did they not see coming? So you can kind of check that out towards the end of the episode. So really interesting. As always, you can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcast jam on, or you can swing over to Trulytics.com. After that, I want you to swing by LinkedIn and go to Jeremi Karnell's page and check out a recent article that he wrote. And I'll link that up in the show notes as well. So if you can't find it, just go to Trulytics.com, go to Modern Financial Advisor, find the podcast in this episode, and click into that. You'll see a link to the story there. But Jeremy wrote a really frankly, open kimono, as they say, story. And to me, I like to look at it as we're eating our own dog food at Trulytics, right? That he did a Trulytics 2019 Saas Benchmark Analysis and shared that with the world, which is, by the way, very few businesses do that, but I thought it was really cool that he did it to show to our clients and kind of to the investment community and to the employees that the team is trying to recruit, all that stuff that, hey, listen, we're taking this seriously. We're looking at other businesses and how are we doing in our ecosystem. So really smart post and very detailed analysis. But what I like about this concept, like I said, it's eating your own dog food. And the concept of looking at how you compare to a benchmark business that is of similar size to yours and in a similar industry, right? In this case, a SaaS-based provider, software as service, if you're unfamiliar with that acronym. If you look at how you're comparing to other businesses, it can help you know, okay, how am I doing the things the right way? Or is somebody else performing it much more profitably? Are they acquiring customers with more ease than I am? Are their customers staying with us longer or whatever? Like, so every benchmark, if you take it at a population perspective and look at it at the right comp, right? Like, make sure you're not measuring yourself against, Morgan Stanley if you're a solo advisor, right? Measure yourself against other advisors that are of similar size and of similar stage in their business. But it's really informative, right? Now, look, you don't want to dwell and obsess with how am I doing compared to so-and-so. It's okay to have a little bit of competitive fire, but don't get paranoid about it, right? Understand where you stack up relative to your peer group. Work on improving things so you kind of know that you're performing near the top of those benchmarks, but don't spend your whole day looking over your shoulder. But it is very helpful and informative. And of course, if you're a Trulytics user, you can go look at your True Performance dashboard and see all those stats on how you benchmark against firms of similar size and structure. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the update. Once again, swing by Truelytics.com, leave us a comment there, or hit me up, Mike at Truelytics or podcast at Truelytics.com, and you can get your questions or suggestions for topics or guests on the show. Love to hear from you. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you right here, right on the screen. All right, see ya. Bye.